Greetings everyone. Welcome to another episode of Junior School Mathematics. Our topic for today's class is highest common factor and least common multiple of numbers. In our previous class, we have discussed what factor is. Today, the first definition we have here is common factors. What is common factor? A common factor of two or more numbers is a number which divides each of them exactly. The word exactly here means without any remainder. Example, 2 is a common factor of 4 and 6. This means that 2 can divide both 4 and 6 without any remainder. Also, let's have 6 and 12. What are the factors of 6? The factors of 6 are 1, 2, 3, and 6. And what are the factors of 12? The factors of 12 are 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 12. From the factors of 6 and the factors of 12, what is common to them? You can see that we have 1 here, we also have 1 here. 2, 3, and 6 is also common. This means that the common factors of 6 and 12 are what? 1, 2, 3, 6. The next definition, we have highest common factor. The highest common factor of two or more numbers is the largest number that divides all the given numbers exactly without remainder. Let's come back to this. The common factors of 6 and 12 are 1, 2, 3, 6. Now, what is the highest out of these common factors? Which one is the highest? We can see that the highest is what? The highest is 6. That means that the highest common factor of 6 and 12 is 6. What we have next is multiple. A multiple of a number is the product of the number and a whole number, e.g. 6 is a multiple of, so let's use this example again. Multiple of 6. What are the multiple of 6? These are the numbers that 6 can divide without any remainder, starting from 6. Multiple of 6, also we have 12. We have 18, 24, 30, 36, and so on and so forth. Also we have 12 here. Multiples of 12 start with 12. 24, 36, 48, and so on and so forth. The multiple of 6 are 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 36, and so on. While the multiple of 12 are what? 12, 24, 36, 48, and so on. The next thing we have here is common multiple. What is the meaning of common multiple? If we are to find the common multiple of 6 and 12, what is common to this? You can see that we have 6 here, 6 is not here, but we have 12 here, and 12 is also here. That means the common multiple are what? 12. 18 is here, not here. We have this to be 24, and we have 24 here also. That is 24. 30 is here, not here. We also have 36 here, and we have 36 here, and so on and so forth. The multiples of 6 and 12 are, the common multiples of 6 and 12 are 12, 24, 36, and so on. A common multiple of two or more numbers is a number which is exactly divisible by each of them. As you can see, 12 is divisible by 6 without remainder. Also, 12 is divisible by 12. 24 is divisible by 6, and 24 is divisible by 12. 36 is divisible by 6, and 36 is also divisible by 12. Least common multiple. This is the least number which is exactly divisible by all the given numbers. These are the common multiples. Now we are talking about the least, or let's say lowest common multiple. Out of all these numbers that we have here, 12, 24, 36, which one is the least? That is 12. That means the LCM of 6 and 12 is what? Is 12. Now, how do we find highest common factor and least common multiple of two or more numbers? We have two methods listed here. The first method is by prime factorization. We will focus on index form and also difference method. How are we going to find the highest common factor and the least common multiple of two or more numbers by prime factorization? The first example we have here is 12 and 18. We want to find the HCF and LCM of 12 and 18. But take note of one thing, we have index form. We discussed this in our previous class. So numbers, you are going to multiply together, that will give us what? That will give us 12. That is 2 and 6. 2 is prime. This will be 3 and 2. 2 is prime. This means that 12 is equal to 2 times 2 times 3. But we are dealing with what? Index form. This is the expanded form. So we want need index form. This is equals to 2. How many do we have here? 2 times 3. And 18 is two numbers. You will multiply together. That will give us what? 18. That is 2 times 9. 2 is prime. 3, 3. 3 is prime. 3 is also prime. This is equals to 2 times 3 times 3. Index form. How many do we have here? Just 1. Times. How many 3 do we have here? 2. That is 3 raised to the power of 2. Now let's bring them together. 12 and 18. 12 is equals to 2 raised to the power of 2 times 3 raised to the power of 1. And 18 is equals to 2 raised to the power of 1 times 3 raised to the power of 2. Now we want to find what? HCF and LCM. Write it here. HCF is equals to, what do we have here? What do we have here? We have 2 here. We also have 2 here. Write 2. Now let's consider the what? The powers. The power of 2 here is what? Is 2. The power of 2 here is what? Is 1. Which one is the least? The lowest between 1 and 2. The lowest is what? The lowest is 1. You write this to be raised to the power of 1 times. We have 3 here. We also have 3 here. So we are going to have 3. What is the power of 3 for 12? The power of 3 here is what? Is 1. The power of 3 here is what? Is 2. Between 1 and 2, which one is the lowest? It is 1. This is equals to 2 raised to the power of 1 is the same thing as 2. 3 raised to the power of 1 is the same thing as 3. Equals to 6. Now the LCM is equals to, the numbers we have here are what? We have 2 and 3 here. We have this one to be 2 and 3 also. So let's first of all write 2 times 3. Remain the powers now. The powers of 2 here is what? Is 2. The power of 1 here is what? Is of 2 here is 1. Now which one is the greatest? Which one is the bigger number between 1 and 2? The bigger number between 1 and 2 is what? Is 2. We will write this to be 2. We have the power of 3 here to be 1 and the power of 3 here to be 2. Which one is the bigger number between 1 and 2? The bigger number is also 2. That means LCM is equals to 2 times 2 raised to the power of 2, that is 4, times 3 raised to the power of 2, that is 9. And this will give us what? 36. Now, take note of one thing here. If we are looking for HCF, we will deal with what? For HCF, lowest power, and for LCF, highest power. Next example, example 2. For this, we have 84 and 48. Let's write this as product of its prime. Also, 48 as product of its prime. 84. This is equals to 2 times 42. 2 is a prime. 2 times 21. 2 is also a prime. 3 times 7. So 84 is equals to what? 2 times 2 times 3 times 7. In index form, this is 2 raised to the power of 2 times 3 times 7. Now 48. That is 2 times 24. 2 is a prime. 2 times 12. 2 is also a prime. 2 times 6, also a prime. 2 times 3. 2 is a prime. 3 is a prime. Now what do we have? We have 48 to be 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 3. Index form. That is 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 raised to the power of 4 times 3 raised to the power of 1. Now let's bring them together. 84 is what? 84 is equals to 2 raised to the power of 2 times 3 raised to the power of 1 times 7 raised to the power of 1. And 48 is 2 raised to the power of 4 times 3 raised to the power of 1. HCF LCM. HCF is what? Lowest power. But before that, the numbers we have here is what? 237. 237. The one we have here is what? 2 and 3. What is common? We have 2 here, 2 here, 3 here, 3 here. 7 is not common. So we are not going to write 7. We have 2 times 3. Now, come back to this. Lowest power. The power of 2 here is what? Is 2. The power of 2 here is what? Is 4. Which one is the lowest? Between 2 and 4. That is 2. We have this to be 2 raised to the power of 2 times, come to 3. The power of 3 here is what? 1. And the power of 3 here is what? 1. Which one is the lowest? 1 is the same thing as 1. There is no lowest. It's equal. So we write 1. And this is 2 raised to the power of 2, 4 times 3. This is equals to 12. And now, we want to find the least common multiple. What are the numbers that you can see here and here? Everything we have here, sorry, all the numbers that is here. This is 2, this is 3, this is 7. We have 2 here, it's also here. 3 is here, 3 is here. So that means we need 2 times 3 times 7. 2 times 3 times 7. Now come back to this. Highest power. The power of 2 here is what? Is 3. The power of 2 here is what? Is 4. Which one is the highest between 2 and 4? That is 4. We have this to be 2 raised to the power of 4. We have 1 here, we have 1 here, still equal. This one will be raised to the power of 1. 7 here, we don't have 7 in what? In 48. We still write it. Now, what is 2 raised to the power of 4? That is 16. Multiplied by 3, multiplied by 7. 16 multiplied by 3 is what? That's 48. 48 multiplied by 7. And this is 28. That is 336. So the LCM of 84 and 48 is 336. We move to the next example. we have 12, 30, and 48. What are we going to do first? Write all this as the product of its prime factor. So this will give us 2 raised to the power of 2 times 3. 30, that is 2 raised to the power of 1 times 3 raised to the power of 1 times 5. And 48, that is 2 raised to the power of what? 2 raised to the power of 4 times 3. We are looking for what? HCF and LCM. HCF, LCM. If we want to find HCF, that is what? The numbers we have here is what? The price we have here is what? 2, 3, 2, 3, 5, 2, 3. We have 2 here, 2 here, 2 here. We pick 2. 3, 3, 3. We pick 3. That is 2 times 3. 5 is not here. It's not here. So we are not going to pick 5. Now, what's next? HCF, that is the least power, the lowest power. The power of 2 here is what? The power of 2 here is what? That is 2. The power of 2 here is 1. The power of 2 here is 4. Which one is the lowest? The lowest is what? The lowest is 1. We raise to the power of 1. The power of 1, 3 here is 1. 1, 1. We still write this to be 1. And that is what? 2 times 3, which is equals to 6. Now, LCM. Prime numbers we have here is what? 2, 3. Here, 2, 3, 5, 2, 3. You can see that we have 2, 3, and 5. Write out all the prime numbers that you have here. And that is 2 times 3 times 5. LCM is what? The highest power. The power of 2 here is what? 2. Power of 2 here is 1. Power of 2 here is 4. Between 1, 2, 4, which one is the highest? That is 4. This is equals to 4. Raised to power of 4. 1, 1, 1. We are going to write 1 here. What we have here is 1. And this also 1. This is equals to 16 times 3 times 5. 48 times 5, that is 240. That means that the LCM of 12, 30, 48 is 240. While the HCF is what? Is 6. Next, question number 4. That is what? 45, 75, and 105. Two numbers that will multiply together and you will get 45 is what? 9 times 5. This is not a prime. This is a prime. 3, 3. Prime, prime. So 45 is what? 3 times 3 times 5. Index form. This is equals to 3. How many 3 do we have here? 2 times 5. 75. This is what? This is divisible by 5. And that is 15 multiplied by 5. This is a prime. This is not a prime. And this is 3 multiplied by what? Multiplied by 5. Prime, prime. And we're going to have 3 times 5 times 5. Index 3 times 5 raised to the power of 2. 105. This is equals to 21 times 5. 3 times 7. 3 is a prime. 7 is also a prime. This is 3 times 5 times 7. Now write this in what? What's next? Bring out 45. Is equals to 3 raised to the power of 2 times 5, 75, This is 3 raised to the power of 1 times 5 raised to the power of 2, 105. We have 3 raised to the power of 1 times 5 raised to the power of 1 times 7 raised to the power of 1. Now, HCF is what? The prime number we have here is what? 3, 5, 3, 5, 3, 5, 7. Which prime numbers is or are common to all these 3 numbers? You can see that we have 3, 3, 3, write 3, times, we have 5, 5, 5, that is 5. But 7 is only here. We don't have 7 in 45 and 75. We are not going to write that. Now, HCF is what? Lowest power. The power of 3 here is 2. Power of 3 here is 1. Power of 3 here is 1. Now, what's the least between 1 and 2? That is 1. Power of 5 here is 1. 2. 5 here, 2. 5 here, 1. Now, the least between 1 and 2 is still 1. This is equal to 3 times 5, which is 15. LCM. All the prime numbers that you can see here, write them out. I have prime number 3 first, 5 also, 5, 3, 5. Another prime number we have here is what? 7. LCM is what? Highest power. The power of 3 here is what? 2. Power of 3 here is 1. Power of 3 here is 1. Which one is the highest? That is 2. Power of 5 here, 1. Power of 5 here, 2. Power of 5 here, 1. Which one is the highest? 2. And we only have this 7. So this is equals to 9 times 25 times 7. 9 times 25 times 7 is what? 1575. The next example is what? Example 5. Let's start this here. 120, 144, and 160. We start with what? 120. This number is divisible by 10 because it ends with what? 0. So I can write this as 12 times 10. This is what? 4 times 3. 3 is prime, and this is 2 times 5. Prime, prime. 2 times 2. And that is what? 120 is 3 times 2 times 5 multiplied by 2 times 2. Let's rearrange. This is equal to 2 times 2 times 2 times 3 times 5. And that is what? In index form. 2 raised to the power of 3 multiplied by 3 raised to the power of 1 because it is only 1 3 we have. And 5 raised to the power of 1. Next is what? 144. This is the same thing as what? 12 times 12. And this is 4 times 3. 3 is prime. 3 is also prime. This is 2 times 2. Also, we have 2 times 2. 144 is equals to 3 times 3 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. This is 2 raised to the power of 4 times 3 raised to the power of 2. The next here is what? 160. This is also divisible by 5. By 10 because it ends with what? 0. And this is 4 times 4, 2 times 2, 2 times 2, 2 times 5. 160 is equals to 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 5. And this is 2 raised to the power of 5 times 5. 120 is 2 raised to the power of 3 times 3 raised to the power of 1 times 5 raised to the power of 1. 144. 2 raised to the power of 4 times 3 raised to the power of 2 and 160. 2 raised to the power of 5 times 5 raised to the power of 1. HCF LCM. HCF. The prime numbers you have here is what? 2, 3, 5. 2, 3. 2, 5. Out of all these numbers, which one is common to 120, 140, 160? You can see that we only have 2 here. But this is 3, 3. This one does not have 3. We are not going to write that. 5, 5. We don't have 5 here. We are not going to write that. That means we are going to write only what? Only 2. Now let's go to the power. HCF is what? The least power. The power of 2 here is what? 3. Power of 2 here is what? 4. Power of 2 here is what? 5. Which one is the least? Between 3, 4, 5. That is 3. So we are going to have this to be 2 raised to the power 3, and that is 2 times 2 times 2, which is equals to 8. Now LCM. The prime numbers we have here is what? 2, 3, 5, 2, 3, 2, 5. Write out all the prime numbers. 2, cancel the 2 that we have here. 3 and 5. LCM, highest power. 3, 4, 5 are the powers of 2 that we have. Which one is the highest? Between 3, 4, 5. The highest is what? The highest is 5. We have 3. The power of 3 here is what? 1. The power of 3 here is what? 2. Which one is the highest? That is 2. And we have 5 raised to the power 1 raised to the power of 1. The same thing. So this is equals to 32 multiplied by 9 multiplied by 5. 32 multiplied by 9 multiplied by 5 is what? 1440. With these explanations, what is the answer to question number 6 and 7 to 8? What will be the solution? What will be the HCF and LCM of 6, 7, 8? Next is to discuss the second method, which is what? Difference method. The next method to be discussed is difference method. We only use this method to find the HCF of numbers. How are we going to find the HCF of numbers using this method? The first example we have here is find the HCF of 12 and 18. We have to find the HCF of 12 and 18. What we have to do first is, what is the least number here? The least number here is what? Is 12. The lowest number here is 12. This is the same thing as the HCF of 12. 18 minus 12, that is what? That is 6. Now, the lowest number here is what? 6. Can 6 divide 12? Yes, 6 can divide 12. That means that the HCF is what? Is 6. We may decide not to stop here. I can still have this to be HCF is, the least number here is what? Is 6. 12 minus 6, that is 6. You can say that we have 6, 6 here. That means that the HCF is what? Is 6. Next example. We want to find the highest common factor of 84 and 48. HCF of 84 and 48. The least number here is what? 48. Can 48 divide 84? No. That means that this is the same as HCF of least number 48. 84 minus 48, that is 36. And this is also equals to HCF of, the least number here is 36. Can 36 divide 48? No. 36 48 minus 36, that is 12. The least number here is what? Is 12. Can 12 divide 36? Yes, 12 can divide 36. That means that the HCF is what? Is 12. We may decide not to stop here. This is equals to HCF. Least number is what? 12. 36 minus 12, that is 24. This is also equals to HCF of 12 because the least number is 12. 24 minus 24. Sorry, 24 minus 12, that is 12. You can see we now have 12, 12. That means that the HCF is what? Is 12. Example 3. We have 12, 30, and 48. We are to find the highest common factor of 12, 30, and 48. This is equals to highest common factor of the least number here is what? 12. Write 12. 30 minus 12, that is what? 18. 48 minus 12 is what? 36. What is the least number that we have here? The least number that we have here is 12. Can 12 divide 18? No. Can 12 divide 36? No. So this is the same as HCF of 12. 18 minus 12, that is 6. 36 minus 12, that is 24. The least number here is what? Is 6. Can 6 divide 12? Yes, 6 can divide 12. Can this 6 also divide 24? Yes, 6 can divide 24. That means that the highest common factor is 6. We may also decide not to stop here. That means we will have HCF is equals to the least number here is 6. 12 minus 6, that is 6. 24 minus 6, that is 18. HCF. The least number here is what? 6. 6, 6. 18 minus 6, that is 12. You can still have this to be HCF of 6, 6, because these two are the same. 12 minus 6, that is what? 6. You can see that we now have 6, 6, 6. That means that the highest common factor of 12, 30, 48 is what? Is 6, which is the same as what we have here. Example 4. Highest common factor of 45, 75, 105. This is equals to highest common factor of the least number here, the lowest number here is what? 45. 75 minus 45, that is what? 30. 105 minus 45, that is 60. The least we have here is what? 30. 45 minus 30, 15. 60 minus 30, that is 30. The least number here is what? That's 15. Can 15 divide 30? Yes. 15 can also divide 30. That means the HCF is what? Is 15. We can also decide not to do what? Not to stop here. This is also HCF of the least number here is 15. 30 minus 15, that is 15. 30 minus 15, that is also 15. You can see we have 15, 15, 15. That means that the HCF of 45, 75, and 105 is what? Is 15. Next example we have is what? 5. 120, 144, and 160. We have to find the highest common factor. Highest common factor of 120, 144, and 160. This is equals to, the least number we have here is what? 120. 144 minus 120, that is what? 24. 160 minus 120, that is 30. HCF of, the least number we have here is what? 24. 120 minus 24, that is 96. 30 minus 24 is what? That is 6. Let's check. Can 6 divide 24? Yes. Can 6 divide 96? Yes. 6 can divide 96. That means that the highest common factor of 120, 144, 160 is what? Is 6. We may also decide not to stop here. That means we will continue. HCF, the least is what? 6. 24 minus 6, 20. 90 minus 6, 90. This is equals to HCF 6. This is 12. Minus 6, that is 84. HCF 6. 12 minus 6, 6. 84 minus 6, 78. And this is also equals to HCF of 6, 6. 78 minus 6, 72. HCF of 6, 6. That is 66. We can continue like that. 6 can divide 66. We are going to get 6. We can continue till we have 6, 6, 60. HCF of 6, 6, 6. If we reach this stage, that means the HCF of 120, 144, and 160 is what? Is 6. Because we have the same number here. This is the end of today's class. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. And don't forget to share for others to learn. See you in the next class.